Oh yeah. New Year's Eve edition of the Pre-Pregame show. If someone can just verify that the audio is in fact working in the chat, please. And we'll get started. What an exciting day to be a New Jersey Devils fan. An exciting season. An exciting season for all of us. Can you guys hear me? Someone just write in the chat if you can. Anyone? Unhinged. Thank you, sir. We have audio. Welcome back, Devils fans. It is your host, Ace, here on Running with the Devils, where we are talking New Jersey Devils hockey all year long. Please hit that subscribe button. Smash the like. Share with a friend. Thank you very much. And tonight, our New Jersey Devils will be in Anaheim playing the Ducks, looking to get back to their winning ways after they were treated quite misfairly by the men in zebra outfits there, the refs, in that Hurricanes game in Raleigh. Water under the bridge, and it is time to start stacking points. And heading into this one, my man Jacob Markstrom, Marky the Monster, will be back in net. Oh, cheers to all you guys. I might as well, we're going to start it early. We're not at win or lose time, but this is just pregame New Year's Eve festivities. We're obviously going with the Dirty Devil vodka, the official vodka of the great Martinbrodeurvodka. Dirty Devil vodka, smooth as hell. I'm going to have a little bit of this on ice. New Year's Eve, guys. Wow. 2024 seemed to fly by. Cheers to all you guys. I have my Happy New Year shot glass here on the necklace that I will be using quite frequently. But Jacob Markstrom back in net. For those that might not be aware or may be in denial, check out the video I did about Jacob Markstrom that released earlier today. I think it says Jacob Markstrom is phenomenal. Flowers for Marky. Check that video out. I kind of go over the stats, specifically his last 10 games, where he ranks at across the league at this juncture in time. And Jacob Markstrom has been an absolute beast for your New Jersey Devils and will be in net tonight, which I could only assume means that we will see Jake Allen in Los Angeles tomorrow, but we will see Marky tonight. He's been on an absolute tear. Like I said, if you haven't seen that video, check it out on the channel. Do a little bit of a deep dive into the amazing season thus far for Jacob Markstrom. And in other news heading into this Ducks game, my other main man, Curtis McDermid, will in fact be in the lineup. It is about damn time. I've been calling for more McDermid deployments all season long. I know many of you have as well. There's some people that don't quite get it, and that's okay. Curtis McDermid, the toughest man in the National. There's something about his aura, his presence. Your New Jersey Devils are 10-3-1 with Curtis McDermid in the lineup, and we've seen some of these games where it gets pretty chippy, a lot of rough stuff, and a lot of us have been like, where the hell's Curtis McDermid? We'd certainly love to see number 23 out there during some of these skirmishes and melees, and Curtis McDermid will be out there tonight, hopefully exacting revenge on, first and foremost, Radko Gudas. I talked about this before as well. I don't know if he intended to injure Lazar. It was a kind of a freakish thing, the way he kind of hit him on the side of the leg there. But either way, Lazar was injured, and so now Gudas must pay. Whether it was intentional or not, doesn't matter. The outcome is what it is, and now Gudas must get a broken face. Obviously, they also have added former New York Rangers scum Jacob Trouba. I would love to see Dilly crack his face. I don't think McDermott... I can see McDermott going after all of them. I think Trouba will run for the hills. I think Gudas might man up. And if Gudas doesn't, there is that kid Johnston on the Ducks. I don't know if he's even an everyday player, but he had no problems dropping the mitts with Curtis McDermott back on October 27th at the Rock. Pretty decent scrap. So I'd imagine we're going to see at least one tilt tonight. I'd love to see tons. And like I said, the main one I'd like to see is McDermott rearranging Gudas's face. And then as an undercard bout, I would love to see Dylan smash Trouba. We'll see if we see any of these tonight, but Curtis McDermott in the lineup. Love to see it. And let's see what we got here. Unhinged Des fan. All right, let's get it on. Let's go Devils. Heavier, edgier, more violent. I'll be at San Jose 1-4. 4 back from the goal. We shoot on twice. Nice. Almost went south for today and tomorrow, but didn't. Can't see tomorrow because it's on NHL Net. That's unfortunate. I saw the Devils on the West Coast a few years ago, and it was a lot of fun, even watching a trash team at the time. The 1920 New Jersey Devils were pretty bad. Mac hit somebody in the garage. Evan stoked. Yanni pump up. Man, I love that Lonnie music. Lonnie, the Yanni. Classic old school arena banger. Ariel Eldenstein. Happy to see McDermid. I'm concerned. I want to see Tuna do better. Listen, Ariel. I like Tatar. He's a nice guy, but in the end, he does not bring what Curtis McDermid brings, and that is the pain. We need Curtis McDermid to bring the pain, and he's going to hopefully bring it tonight. Hopefully we see a couple of bouts. Like I said, I'd love to see Dylan smash somebody. He was really froggy that last game. Dylan really wanted one with the Hurricanes. I don't think anyone was too eager to go with him, but he's an absolute beast. Love me some Dylan. Danny, love the Markstrom video, brother. Thank you very much, Danny. Appreciate that. Markstrom is the man. It's about time, people recognize what he's been able to do here in just a short time. What's going on, Maria? About time we see Dermy. Happy New Year, everyone. Oh, yeah. The toughest man in the National will be out there tonight. I am super jacked. Unhinged Devs fans, smash the fucking like. McD smash some ducks. Yeah, hit the like for your boys. Your boy, New Year's Eve edition. If you can, please hit the thumbs up. SST. Oh, Markstrom is the GOAT. I didn't say all that, SST. But he's doing very good. You got to give it to him. Danny, other than Connor, he's having the best season of any goalie. Stack these W's, and that is correct. Pretty much by almost every metric, aside from save percentage. Jacob Markstrom is right there below Connor Hellebuck. The elite of the elite. Connor Hellebuck is an absolute monster. And, wow. What can we say? Jacob Markstrom, guys. He is playing lights out right now and hopefully continues. And if he plays like this in the playoffs, it's going to be dangerous. Ariel, as I say, L'chaim. L'chaim to you, sir. And Happy New Year. And hopefully the Devils smash these Ducks tonight. They better play hard. This is a trap game for the Devils. Almost every game is a trap game. No easy wins in this league. Got to come out and got to smash. Got to smash. MK Chomp on this. Let's go Devils. Jared, what's going on? Happy New Year, Ace. Hope we're celebrating a win along with New Year tonight. Yeah, hope so. Hope so. A win would be huge going into the new calendar year, 2025. Devils haven't lost back-to-back games all too often this season, and hopefully they avoid it again tonight with a big win over the Duck. Let's get a little roast duck. On the New Year's Eve menu. I think that would be nice. Jared Barnes, I predict the first fisticuffs tonight. Gudis is getting it. I would love to see that. Ariel, I want to see McDermid rearrange Gudis. That'd be fun. Yeah, I hope so. Joseph Dillon was laying the hits last game. Dillon lays the hits every game. Love Brendan Dillon. He's not afraid to drop the mitts. Jared, I second that. Markstrom video was great, brother. Thank you, Jared. Appreciate that. I just had to give Marky his flowers while some of these people out here, I'm not going to say any names, are, not giving him the respect he deserves. And it's been quite a turnaround. Ariel, my boy's got to trade his Trouba jersey. May as well switch teams at this point. I'm assuming that is a New York Rangers jersey. Yeah, and maybe he should consider switching teams. I'm not one who switches teams. I will be a New Jersey Devils fan till the very end. But there are fair weather fans that jump from team to team, and these people that are like, oh, I root for 7 teams. Not my style, but it is what it is. And if he wants to trade teams, tell him the New Jersey Devils bandwagon is ready and welcoming him. Random shorts. My dad works for the Devils. That's very cool. SST, where's the tracking number? I'm assuming that's in reference to the hat. And I didn't get clarification. Do you want the hat or not? I showed the receipts of what you posted. So I assume that meant you didn't want it and we were going to give it away to someone else. Let me know if you do want it and I will get it out. I was very unclear on that. Death to Kong, anxious to get that bad taste out of my mouth. Let's get it done, boys. Yeah, that bad taste from that Hurricanes game, man. I'm starting to hate the Hurricanes more and more with each passing year. All the playoff failures against them and the most recent one in the 22-23 season, and then just the way Natchez selling that hit from Timo Meier, which shouldn't have been a penalty. Terrible. Completely terrible, and I hate them. Ariel, let's see win streaks happen, baby. Yeah, we had several 3 games. Haven't been able to get a 4. How sweet would it be to sweep this West Coast trip and go 4-0? and start the first 4-game win streak all on the road on the Pacific Coast there with the Ducks, Kings, Sharks, and Kraken. That would be phenomenal. I certainly would enjoy that. Oh, we got the super chat, my man. Go Boro. Yo, happy New Year to you, Ace. Hopefully you have a hell of a night tonight. Win or lose, we booze. And as always, let's go Devils. Thank you very much. Go Boro. Very much appreciated, sir. Cheers to you. Happy New Year. Hopefully the boys do start well, it's not starting the new year, but right on the cusp of the new year, starting it off right with a big win tonight. And hopefully we get some physical retribution. I'm looking for the win, but I am also looking for a little more than that. I want some revenge in the way of physical pain inflicted on certain members of the Ducks. I think it's about that time, and I hope we see it. But thank you very much, Go Boro. Very much appreciated. Devils, happy New Year, Ace. Happy New Year to you too. Cheers. Let's see. Random Shorts, sorry for the repeat. Go Devils, been sub for 1 year. Appreciate that, Random Shorts. It's been a wild ride for your boy. Personally, 2024 is basically, I've had the channel for a little over a year and a half, but the first like 6 months or more, I was not in any of the videos. It was just video I had shot at games of either, players or things in the stands, things I thought were funny. I've told this story a couple times, but I've only really been doing, videos that I appear in or talk in for about a year now, which basically started regularly around 2024. And it is crazy that I've been doing this for about a year now. But cheers to all of you, whether you're a new subscriber or a longtime one. Appreciate you guys watching and going on this ride with me and talking about our beloved New Jersey Devils. Very much appreciated, and thank you very much. Ariel, ace on the case about that last game. So it is hard to get. I'm trying. It's hard to get certain data is not readily available. Like if I could have the answers to like 10 to 15 different questions I have, I could kind of see what's up right away, and you can't see it. Especially when it comes to betting and stuff. It's super hard. I'm still working on it, and I will report any findings, but they don't make it easy. They don't make it easy at all. Traveling Devil, happy New Year, sir. Is that a new photo? You and Dano there? I don't think that was your picture before. I like it. I like it. Your dad was in a thumbnail. It must have been one of the behind the scenes videos. Maybe your dad was he crossed into the video frame when the boys were coming out. Yo, Holmes, what's going on? I hate the Hurricane Clowns. Yeah, it's I would love to knock them out of the playoffs, but I'm not gonna lie. The playoff matchup would scare the ever living out of me. They just seem to have our number, and I can't stand them. It would be sweet to knock them out, but it's a scary proposition. It's an absolutely scary proposition. Danny, Hurricanes can turn it on, but then the Devils can own them like the other night. Yeah, but they're a very good team, and again, they've always had our number. It would be awesome to knock them out. I would love to see it, but it would be scary because when the playoffs come, it's a whole nother animal. And will the Devils be able to kind of raise their game to the absolute in the trenches warfare style hockey that will be played? And the Hurricanes are not new to this. They've been down that road before. And so will the Devils be able to match their intensity in a playoff series? I'd like to think so. I do think the Devils are the better team, but there's a lot of intangibles that go into the playoffs, and the Hurricanes are battle tested. Unhinged Devs fan, rando throwback to last post game. My uncle has an old school Holik jersey. Fired up for the New Year's Eve Devs hockey. Let's go third line. Oh man, Bobby Holik, what a treasure. A New Jersey Devils treasure, 2-time Stanley Cup champion with your New Jersey Devils, 1/3 of the infamous crash line that was a monster part of the 1995 Stanley Cup championship team. And wow, Bobby Holik, what a monster of a man. They don't really make centers like him anymore. I've for a long time wanted another big center like him or Jason Arnott. The Devils have not really had that type of center for a very long time, and I do believe those guys are good to have. I mean, who doesn't like big monstrous centers? I think a lot of us have kind of wanted to see one of them return to our lineup. It's been a while, but maybe one day. For now, we have a little bit smaller finesse centers, which is fine. SST, nobody gets that hat. That hat is a gift to me by traveling, and he said I'm getting it by January, so you better ship it. Again, let me clarify. Just so everyone is aware of what's going on here, SST wrote this at the very bottom. You see it? SST, at Running with the Devils, you could keep that beanie, expletive. Expletive. So I was not aware of whether you still want it or not. Now that you've made it clear that you still want it, this expletive will ship it out. Zach W., happy New Year, Ace. Hope you and the Devils do big things in 2025. Cheers. Cheers to you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you as well. Traveling Devil, it's yours, but I don't think I told you a timeline. Yeah, I'll ship it out on, I guess the post office is closed tomorrow, so the 2nd. It'll go out on the 2nd. Go Boro, not going to be satisfied with anything less than Gudis being given a hit Scott Stevens would be satisfied with and his mask flying off. That would be nice. That would be swell. I just want to see bodies hit the ice. I want to see these guys punished for their sins. And Trouba, we all know his sins with the Rangers. We all know Gudis, the Lazar injury back in October, cost Laser to miss two months of the season. And I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing somebody get punched in their mouth tonight. Stickfix, from a couple hundred to 5.23K subs in 1.5 seasons. That's some insane growth. I mean, I'll take it. Appreciate all of you. I don't know if it's insane, but it's something, right? I guess I'm doing a couple things right here. But thank you to all you guys for watching, obviously. Traveling Devil, you threw a tantrum and delayed receiving it. That's exactly what happened. He literally said, keep it. And I have the evidence. He's making it sound like I'm trying not to send him the hat. I have the screenshot of where he said keep it. So a couple of days ago in chat, you said I'll get it next month traveling. Next month is January. Oh, God. Oh, he was in the soccer video. Okay, so your dad was in the soccer video. Yeah, I miss being able to watch the guys play soccer. Supposedly, a bunch of little kids kept asking for autographs and shit, and it kind of ruined it. I wish that, I guess, kids' parents had some level of situational awareness to tell their children not to do that, because they ruined it for everybody. And I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of pissed about it. You have to know that that's not the place to ask for autographs. Just be fortunate that you are able to be a fly on the wall for something so awesome as the Devils, pregame ritual of kicking the soccer ball around. But these kids had to ask for autographs, and that's supposedly what ruined it. Terrible. For Devil, Happy New Year. Let's go, Devils. I expect another win streak started, but win or lose, we should all be boozing tonight. Absolutely, for Devil. Cheers to you. That is awesome. Yeah, we'll be back after the game, hopefully celebrating a win and the new year. Joseph, I always appreciated your old posts of games stuff since I couldn't be there. Well, thank you for watching, Joseph. Try to show you guys some stuff that you might not be able to see elsewhere. Random Shorts, did you know I have some secrets that nobody knows except for the staff? I would believe so, Random Shorts. You're an insider. Ariel, went to the Rangers game. Somehow, someone had a Capo jersey on and put tape over it, and it said Morgan. Oh, man, that is funny. That is funny. Anyone who got a Capo Caco jersey, you got what you deserved. Way too premature to get a jersey of a guy like that. Traveling Devil, the photos from the 2021 season where my nephew messaged Dano on social media, and he came out to sign that jersey and meet us. Oh, man. Kenny Danico, the consummate professional, one of the most fan-friendly athletes probably in the history of professional athletics. This man had, at this juncture of his career with the New Jersey Devils, which has now spanned 4 decades between playing and a broadcaster, he must have taken 7 million pictures and signed 6 million autographs. The man is a gem. They don't call him Mr. Devil for nothing, and he is, Mr. Devil for a reason, man. Wow. Chris Emerson, play McDermid. He is playing tonight, and hopefully we see him smash some people. I think we're all hoping for that. Danny, yep, I think next year they get a deep run, but they need that playoff grit. I think next year that comes back to the Devils. Do you mean this season or next season? I'm hoping it's this season. Rich Reynolds, Mac is in tonight. Keith confirmed it in the pregame interview. Jared, have you heard the rumors about Tyler Johnson's the Devils off waivers? What do you think? I did not hear that. Is that being reported by anybody credible? I've been kind of running around all day today, so I haven't been able to see too much. Let's see. I don't know. Is he a substantial upgrade over what we have? I'm going to say I don't know. He could be, but he also could not be. I would like something that's a clear upgrade, in my opinion. I don't want to make moves for the sake of making moves. If we make a move, I want it to be like, yes, this is a, you know, an obvious and definite upgrade, not a hopeful. Zach, SST bullshit? No, really? SST, you did. I'll try to find it in the chat where you said that. Oh, boy. Damn, Ace has the receipts. I always have receipts. Always keep receipts. SST, that was during the Canes game. Ryan Demand, are you not entertained? I'm hoping we are entertained tonight. Danny, parent your kids, not their phone or your streaming service. Be the parent. These people say nothing. Danny, what is that in reference to? That's just kind of random. I'm trying to figure this out. Parent your kids, not their phone or your streaming service. Be the parent. These people say nothing. I'm curious to know what that's about. Ryan the man, to be the man, you got to beat the man. And I'm saying, woo, right here. Showtime. Woo. Man, the flare thing, it doesn't get, sometimes it gets old, but it is a pretty funny package that they play in the arena. People go nuts for it. Traveling Devil, well, he said he will send it soon. Enjoy it. I don't trust that guy. Perfect. Go Boro, love Danico, NJD's heart. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Danico is a special, special man. Go Boro. Though him and Stone Cold Steve Austin are long lost brothers. They're talking about Ric Flair. Mac is back in the lineup tonight, Traveling Devil. Confirmed in the lineup, looking to get his pound of flesh against the Ducks. Roast duck is on the menu tonight. SST, you can't trust someone who thinks Markstrom is the man. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Devils fan, I was random shorts. Now I'm Devils fan with my special jersey. Okay. Numbers say so for now, SST. Wow. Tell him, Traveling Devil. Tell him. The numbers don't lie. Marky's numbers are elite. I agree with the numbers, though. I'm so confused. Jared Johnson, better than Tatar, but not a huge upgrade. I mean, maybe. To me, that's a maybe. It's not. It's not a clear cut, unanimous. Like, oh, that's definitely better. I mean, I don't know. I would like to see something substantial if we do something. The kids bothering them playing soccer. Yeah, I also blame the organization a little bit too, though. Like, they could have put up signs or something that says, like, kindly please refrain from asking for autographs or something. I mean, because a lot of people don't know, and I do get it. A lot of people probably don't know, like, proper etiquette and stuff in that situation. And so if you have these VIP seats and you have this access and your kid's 6, 7, 8 years old and they're seeing their favorite players a couple feet away, I understand that many people might not comprehend that is not the time or place to ask them to sign something. And so while I blame the parents a little bit, I also blame the organization because they basically put people in a position to fail. It's almost like, wagging the meat in front of a dog and then being like, well, how dare you bite the meat? I mean, I see both sides of it, but the organization should have done more to prevent that so that the people could still enjoy watching the soccer. It sucks. I really like that. It was a really fun thing to watch that you don't really get to see too often. And that's why a lot of those videos have insane views, man. A lot of them have insane views because it's bringing you into a world that you're not normally privy to. And that's what made it so special. And then these damn kids had to get their jersey signed and they ruined it, but it is what it is. Maybe one day. I think it's gone forever. I think it's gone forever. Who you got winning the Winter Classic? I mean, I'll just go with the Blues just because of how bad the Hawks are. But, Ryan the man, Markey is in tonight. He will be in the net tonight for your New Jersey Devils. Go Boro. Danico and Stone Cold. Oh, okay. Okay. Do you know tonight's lineup? Yeah, it's pretty much the same lineup as always, except McDermid's in and Markey's in the net. Isabella, what's going on? Stick figs. 914 save percentage over the season. Why are you guys satisfied with anything under a 1.0? True fans want the best out of their team. Death to Kong. Ace, thanks for all you do. I have no Devil fans here, and your interactions here mean a lot. The best on all of YouTube. Appreciate that, Death to Kong. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, I try to create an atmosphere here for fans to congregate and celebrate the wins, commiserate the losses, and let your voices be heard here on this very channel on Running with the Devils, where Devils fans worldwide come and talk about your New Jersey Devils. Ryan the Man, give me fuel, give me fire, give me something I desire. I would love to see a rout tonight. I would desire a monster blowout. But the Devils play tight in a lot of these games. I mean, games that you see guys getting crushed, teams that are getting thumped all season. Unfortunately, sometimes play the Devils tough or the Devils play down, whatever it is. The games end up being close. I would love to see another smashing. I mean, we destroyed the Ducks at home back in October. I was at that one as well and got to witness up close and personal the Curtis McDermid bout, which was a good one. Ryan the Man, Timo didn't get suspended. That's great news. Thankfully, if he got suspended, I would have went nuts. I thought there was a chance that it was going to happen. I'm glad to see it did not, because that would have really, really pissed me off. The hit was clean. There should have been no penalty or anything, but, Nate just laid there like he got shot, winning the Academy Award for Best Lead Actor in an NHL game with that laying on the ice. Then he comes back 2 seconds later. Pathetic. Jared Barnes, at this point, I'd rather have Legary, Dowling, or Mack in the lineup over Tatar. Not trying to pile it on him, just from what I've seen from him has not been great. I like the kid Legary a lot. I think I'm butchering his last name. I've heard crazy pronunciations. Hopefully one day get it proper. But I thought he brought a lot of energy. He played a little heavier, edgier, more violent, super energetic, would go to dirty areas. And I thought he was going to stick around a lot longer than he did. But then, Bastion and Laser came back. And so, back down to Utica for him. And maybe we will see him again at some point this season. And I'm not saying Mac has to play every game, but there's been games where I think it was obvious he should have played, where it was going to be a little physical. And that is what we paid Curtis McDermid for. That is why Fitzy signed him and gave him a good chunk more than league minimum to ensure that in battles like that, we have the ultimate sheriff ready to go. Isabella, is Jack Hughes playing? Of course Jack Hughes is playing. Unhinged Devs fan, why do dudes who are always dissatisfied with the franchise and the RWTD shipping department come on here every time? Like, are you a fan? Why are you here, Doomers? Oh, it's a long story. Kill for my honor. Speaking of signs, they ever going to fix the LED screen inside of the Prudential Center? Think it's been out for 5 years now. Which LED screen are you referring to? I don't think I'm familiar with what you're talking about. Devils fan, best Devils YouTuber ever. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Danny, the NHL needs to do a better job in general marketing its players. Not like the NBA, but the NFL promotes the players while also promoting the NFL. More player access, Hughes, McDavid, Matthews, etc. I couldn't agree with you more, Danny. I do believe the NHL is just light years behind other sports in a lot of different ways. And it's unfortunate because I do think, by and large, hockey guys, or at least some of them, are some of the greatest personalities in sports. And for the most part, you only get to see bits and pieces of it. They should do a better job highlighting these guys while obviously promoting the game of hockey. But I do think the NHL is very much stuck in their old antiquated ways. And hopefully in time, it starts morphing, more towards what I would consider modern day marketing, or at least, adequate marketing. Cause I think they have a long ways to go in that regard, but I couldn't agree more, Danny. They don't do enough. And a lot of things they do are kind of cheesy. Chris, my friend Matt is going to the game with his son. I told him to report later to Ace. We all used to go to the open practice at South Mountain Arena in West Orange and get autographs and whatnot. Oh, those were the days, Chris. Some of the best times, most vivid memories of my childhood were at South Mountain Arena, watching the practices, watching future Hall of Famers practice, getting the autographs. It was a better time in America, pre-social media, pre all the bullshit. It was just a simpler time, and it was awesome. I will cherish the South Mountain memories forever. And I've talked to a lot of the former players over the years about how, those experiences really did help, impact me in becoming a massive Devils fan, because those experiences, you weren't getting from other sports, to be able to kind of touch and feel the guys in that way, watching practices randomly. I mean, it was amazing. Amazing accessibility back then, and, amazing times. What's going on, Seth? Hey, bro. John Ginkley, want a Gordie Howe hat trick from Big Mac. Listen, you're getting greedy, John. That's super greedy. I will settle for about one round of the fisticuffs will make me happy. If Mac gets a Gordie Howe, I don't even know. I'd have to consider the tattoo. A Gordie Howe, that's a lot. I'd be thrilled with either from him. A fight, a goal, or assist. But if he manages to get all three in a game, sheesh. That would truly be something for Big Mac on New Year's Eve. Seth Markstrom playing tonight. Yes, he is. Go Boro. Oh, Ace, I'm going back to NJ in May. Got the flight booked. Finally, got the Taylor ham, salt and pepper ketchup on a Kaiser roll plan, and hopefully smashing up someone in conference finals. Ooh. What is it more towards the front of May or the middle? You could get lucky and catch some home games. And it could even be, depending on when in May, it could be the second round even. Depending on when, but definitely get the Taylor ham, egg, and cheese. You won't be sorry. And you should get a couple while you're here. Try them at a couple different places. You got to try one on the Everything Bagel. Amazing. I'm probably going to start my New Year's tomorrow morning with one, actually. Jared, agree about Legary. I thought he was a perfect fit for the team. Yeah, I was shocked that he didn't stick around longer. And Sheldon Keefe was singing his praises after one of the games as well. I thought for sure he'd definitely get a longer look here. But again, Bastion and Laser coming back, not really, room for him at the moment. But I liked his game. I really did. Go Boro. My friend is having me meet his cousins. They are all rabid Maple Leafs fans. I'm ready. Oh, the Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs. Another team that I could see us facing in the playoffs at some point. I think I'm going to have to do a shot now. I think it's time for a shot, guys. If anyone else is drinking, cheers to all of you. I have this handy dandy Happy New Year. I don't want to hit the microphone because you already know what that does. But I got the Happy New Year shot glass on the necklace. It's going to be very useful. I'm going to go with the Fireball. Who doesn't like Fireball? I've had Fireball at tailgates for concerts or different sporting events over the years, and you pull it out of the cooler, nice, all frothy and frozen up. And everyone from young people to middle-aged people to grandparents. I've been doing Fireball shots in parking lots with, grandparents. Everybody loves the Fireball. What an innovation. Oh, shit. I almost poured that. I got to pour it into my little necklace here. This is super handy. This is like some Mardi Gras shit. Little Fireball shot on the necklace. But cheers to all of you. I can't really cheers too much. I have limited mobility with the beads. When it hits your lips. Some good stuff. Seth, Ace, is Markstrom playing? Yes, he is. I'm getting syrup and shit all over me. Markstrom is playing. Go Boro. Also, we got Markstrom on a sweet deal. Don't forget, Calgary's eating some of his salary. Yeah, that's what I was telling people earlier. They're paying, I forget what the percentage is, but we are on the hook for $4.25 million. $4.25 million for the level of goaltending Jacob Markstrom is currently giving us is highway robbery. Grand larceny, complete theft. Once again, Fitzy gets it done. Arguably the second best goalie in the league at the moment to Connor Hellebuck, and he's making basically half the money he is. Not too shabby in my book. Robert Paulzer, Old Man Rob here, finally got an early, I think. Forgive me for the collectibles post. I don't know what that is. What's that, Rob? Anyways, your thoughts on the bottom six? I don't love it. I don't love the bottom six, obviously. I think they could be revamped. But, Laser was out for a while. Bastion was out. We have a good amount of time until the trade deadline. I am not panicking to make a bottom six move just yet. I do want to see now in the next 5, 6, 7 weeks or so how the team responds now with the depth, bottom six guys with Laser and Bastion kind of being in there long term, and maybe they kind of turn it around. But if it seems like the offense is non-existent, then maybe Fitz goes out and tries to get that bottom six or middle six guy to kind of give them the push. We shall find out, but I would like to see him, try to improve the team if we can. But as it is right now, I wouldn't want to change too much. They really are looking pretty damn good, and I don't know how much you actually want to tinker. Devils fan, have you ever played NHL 25? It's fun if you play franchise mode as the Devils. No, I'm an old man. Once they got the super sensitivity with the joystick and all this stuff, excuse me, as I got older, I just fell out of the video games. I enjoy watching other people play them for a couple minutes here and there, but I can't be bothered. Doing these videos is my equivalent of video games. This is kind of mindless leisure downtime / waste of time activities. Tim Fritz 24, Happy New Year's Eve, Ace. Can the Devils beat the Ducks to end 2024 on a high note? I'm going to say yes, they can, Tim, and yes, they will. I haven't thought of my score prediction yet, but I will. I'll think about that. Max, 22-hour back-to-back is such BS. Yeah, the schedule makers had no love for your New Jersey Devils this season. I mean, coming out of Prague, it's just been one kind of terrible stretch after the next with the scheduling. Unhinged Devs fan, Legary showed some promise. Where's your buddy Joe Stalja? He'd get wired on Slurpee. It was somewhat entertaining. What is his take now that they're playing awesome? Long story short, Joe Stalja has been banned. He's been salty about it. I haven't talked to him in a long time. And I have no idea what he thinks. He's probably, irrational thoughts. He told me the one of his last takes before we stopped speaking was that I was going to eat my words and we were going to be sorry when Lindy Ruff won the Jack Adams as the head coach of the Buffalo Sabres. Could you imagine that? Just to put it in a nutshell, that is how bad Joe Stalja's takes were. One of the last things we argued about, he told me how as an idiot, Lindy Ruff should have never been fired, and the joke is on me and everyone else when he wins the Jack Adams as the head coach of the Sabres. That was a real point that he tried to make. Devils fan, I got to play ball hockey with Jack and Luke. That's amazing. Max, I need a 7-goal victory tonight. My prediction is 7-3. Wow, that's pretty lofty. You're predicting a 7-piece put up on the board? I like it. Aggressive, but I like it. Where is James C. having dinner? So dinner is 2 ends. Diner is 1. You messed me up there. Having dinner, watching Ace, no better way to spend New Year's Eve. What's going on to you, James? Hope you got something tasty for your New Year's Eve dinner there. I went to the store and loaded up on all the hors d'oeuvres, all the frozen things. I got potato skins and, pizza rolls and the little hot dogs in the blanket. They had White Castle cheeseburger bites. Whoo! What the hell are White Castle cheeseburger bites? I don't know, but I saw them and I was like, bring it right into the cart. Got a few other things too. I can't remember. I got real excited in the frozen food section for the hors d'oeuvres for the big New Year's Eve extravaganza, where hopefully your New Jersey Devils treat us all to a massive, massive win. Danny, some of the best guys in sports and most down-to-earth athletes in the world, these kids are people who just to be a bottom 6, you got to put in work, toughest, most underpaid athletes, and some of the best. Yeah, I agree, Danny. I've met and talked to, over the years, probably a couple hundred players, well over 100, maybe a couple hundred. Yeah, probably a couple hundred over my time as a fan. And, you get a little bit of everything. There's obviously some guys that are a little more standoffish or whatever than others. But by and large, there is nothing like there are no athletes like hockey players. And the majority of them are just salt of the earth guys. Salt of the earth guys. They don't make athletes any better. And, part of the allure, one of the many reasons, obviously, to be a hockey fan is the kind of personas of the players and how they appreciate and interact with fans quite often. Unhinged Devs fan got the ham. Gobo mentioned Steven's hits. High five. Steven's hits are sick. Eric, let's go Ace. What's going on? NJ Swamp Fox, love to watch him practice in West Orange. The best days, man. Rest in peace, South Mountain Arena. What an era for all of those of you who were able to experience it. What an absolute legendary time to be a Devils fan. South Mountain days, nothing like it. Yo, Holmes, everything bagel, Taylor ham and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And make sure they toast up that everything bagel. You don't want like a cold bagel. You toast that shit. You tell them Taylor ham, egg, and cheese on a toasted everything, salt, pepper, ketchup, and you will be in heaven. You'll be in heaven. Rich Reynolds, Happy New Year's Eve. Ace, I'm flying back to Colorado in about an hour, so we'll unfortunately miss some of the game in the air. Let's go Devils. Can't wait to see Big Mac smash Gudis. Let's get this W. Flying back to Colorado, eh? A New Year's Eve flight. Rich, get the in-flight Wi-Fi and pull it up on one of the apps. I've never watched a Devils game on an airplane. I imagine that'd be interesting. Oh shit, my face is starting to break out from the shot. Sometimes I have like these reactions to random liquors. And it's looking like the fireball is going to have me blotchy out here tonight. Eric, dude, have you done a video showing off your Devils collection yet? Eric, and I say this as humbly as possible. If I were to make a video of everything I have, it would be hours and hours long, because I'd be rambling about each thing. But it is a very extensive collection. I have never done an all-encompassing video, because the truth of the matter is the items are spread out over multiple locations at the moment. With that being said, one day in the not too distant future, but who knows, we'll see how it all goes. I do hope to have my final Devils museum built, and it will be something, I promise. There's a lot of truly special items in the holdings that are worthy of being displayed in Toronto in the Hockey Hall of Fame, and they are in the Ace Personal Museum Vault. But I have done, I don't know if you've seen it, Eric, I've done a couple segments called Museum Monday where I'll show an item or two. So if you haven't seen that, I believe it's a playlist on the channel. You could check that out. There's a bunch that I've done thus far on there where you could see. Yeah, buddy Lopez, if you want a real pork roll, egg, and cheese, you got to go to Slater's in Atlantic Highlands. 12 slices of pork roll. Holy shit. That's like a heart attack waiting to happen. Atlantic Highlands, not really near me, but I suppose I could kind of loop it in on a trip down south. Maybe the next time I'm headed towards Atlantic City. Rich Reynolds, I tried some pork roll fries last night. Highly recommended. Where do they have pork roll fries? I would certainly like to try those out. 1VL, let's go Devils. Chris Emerson, 7-0 Devils. Some of you guys are nuts. Max, Caps won, got to win tonight. The Caps just, man, it's what a story. Kareem Rose, tighten up, raise hell. Let's go. Raise hell. Chris Root, if we make a move at the deadline, who would you be okay with moving? I mean, it'd be a depth guy or draft picks. I don't know how many guys that we have that we would consider trading that have any sort of real trade value. I think most of our bottom six guys wouldn't have a ton of value. Yeah, like I don't think Tatar has any real trade value. And I don't see anyone else who we would try to trade. I like Halla. A lot of people are down on Halla. I like Halla. If we got someone good in a trade with him, I mean, I could live with it, but I'd prefer not to trade him either. I think he's another good locker room guy, and I think the boys like him. I do think there's a lot more to the kind of chemistry and overall inner workings of a team, more so than just the production and what we see as fans. I think there's a lot behind the scenes that matters in team chemistry and stuff, and it seems like this is a pretty tight group. So I wouldn't like to tinker with that too much. Robert, collectibles posters about your favorite personal stuff if we actually won the cup. Do you have a dream player for the trade deadline? Well, the dream player is always, if we're going to say dream meaning not reality, Brady Tkachuk is the dream player for this team, in my opinion. Rich Reynolds, Keefe should win the Jack Adams. If it stays like this, he's definitely going to get the nomination, and I believe he has a very good chance to win it. Yo, Holmes, White Castle in Clifton. Yes, sir. Been there plenty of times. Plenty of times. Frank, White Castle cheeseburger bites. I hope you have a TV in your bathroom to watch the Devils. Devils fan, love the stream. Let's go, Devils. I have to go now. Bye. Take care, Devils fan. Rabid monkeypox. Shesterkin is injured. The Rangers' nosedive will accelerate. Oh, boy. They can't catch a break, those Broadway blue skirts. John Ginkley, I have tons of video of the greats from South Mountain practice signing. Oh, I know you do, John. I know you do. Chris Emerson, I grew up in Summit. Anybody familiar? I'm familiar. Summit's downtown's pretty cool, I have to say. Probably one of the better downtowns in New Jersey, I would say, Chris. And with that being said, I am a massive fan of Roots Steakhouse. Roots Steakhouse, they have a couple locations. I think Morristown, Summit. They might have another one. But Roots Steakhouse in Summit, oof. Love me some Roots. Love me some Roots Steakhouse, Chris. Jared, how do you only 6K fans? You're a funny dude and you make great content. More people need to tell their Devils fans you're a trooper. You always read through like 90% of the comments. I try my best, Jared. The reality is, I would have to say, a lot of people don't like me, and that's fine. I really don't give a shit. But if you really look at it, Devils fans and the Devils in general are not a huge market team. And the Devils YouTube channel, the official team YouTube channel, I think has like 40,000 subscribers. So when you put it into perspective like that I have like roughly 1/8, was that 12.5% of the subscribers that the Devils team has, it's kind of impressive in my opinion, because wow, if the team only has 40,000, shit, how did I get 5? I don't know. There's just not a lot of Devils fans, unfortunately. Unhinged Devs fan. Of course, Woodson, Nostalgia, and SSTR line, the Legion of Tumors. Jared Barnes, Devils Museum sounds awesome. That'll be a great vid. It'll probably be a series of vids. A full series of vids. Collect records. SST, Nostalgia, Secret Identity, Last My Info. Team Steve the Maniac. Dude, that's funny. I've been trying to get Steve the Maniac on. He's another hard one to try to nail down. SST, we may be doomers, but would never betray each other. Max. Ace can set up a museum at his house and charge $5 entry and make some back. I really would love to make like a public museum of some kind, but you know, I don't have no idea. I'd have to win Powerball or some shit for that to ever make sense to make a public one, but it would be pretty sick. NJ Swampfox, met Brilliant, a humble guy and a real prototypical Devil. Another guy that doesn't get enough credit. It's hard for me to call him underrated now because he is in the Ring of Honor. But Sergei Brylin, man, one of the 5 members of all 3 Stanley Cup championship teams, depth player, knew his role, played it well, and what a trooper. He's now been in the organization between playing and coaching for 30 years. And he was awarded with a Devils jersey with 30 on the back, for 30 years. Completely crazy. I remember babyface Brylin at South Mountain, at the very South Mountain Arena, as a rookie, watching him practice with some of the veterans of the team, and he was a young man. Go Bora. What I want most for deadline, Kovacevic bridge contract. I can't see it happening, man. I think he's going for the bag. There is no bridge. This is his time to get paid. This is the biggest payday of his life, and I think the Devils should do everything in their power to lock him up. I can't see him taking a bridge. It wouldn't make sense. His agent would probably be, having a heart attack if he even considered it. Yo Holmes' value is in NJ prospects. Jared, if I ever get to come to New Jersey and see my first live Devils home game, I'd like to cheer on the boys together. I bet you're wild at the games. I'm not like obnoxious. I mean, I think there's obnoxious people. I go crazy when they score and stuff, or like here and there after a big play, but like I'm not one of those people that's constantly yelling stupidity during the games. Like I think those people are cringe. And I'm sure we've all sat near them during games that are just yelling nonsense. That's definitely not me. But, after big plays or goals, I obviously get as fired up as anybody. And obviously you guys already know if there's a hat trick, if there's a hattie, you already know what I'm doing. Yo, Holmes, Kane or to NJ could be in play at the deadline. No way, man. Get the hell out of here, Yo, Holmes. That is definitely not happening. I would be beyond jacked if it did. But don't get these people's hopes up. That shit is never going to happen. Wow. I mean, yeah, wow. I mean, Detroit could really be far out of it in a hurry. Listen, I would love to see it. I can't see it happening. I really wanted him when the rumors were happening, whenever that was a couple years ago, before he went to Detroit. I was like, yo, why not have, one of the, if not best American players of all time, kind of, and Patrick Kane, have him, groom one of the next USA greats in Jackhughes. Would have loved it. And then he went to Detroit, but Detroit is going to be super out of it. I'd be curious to see if he asks to go somewhere else, but I've always liked Patrick Kane. He's a USA great, and he's been great for a long time. Rich Reynolds, Cotter deserves to score another goal tonight after MSG effed up the audio. That pissed me off so bad. NJ Swamp Fox, White Castle and Clifton usually right after 3 a.m. Yeah, right off, what's that, Pia Jet? Is that the road? There's also another one in East Orange, which is pretty scary, especially late at night. You're playing with your life if you go to that one. Go Boro. I've heard some reports that some of New York Rangers players have basically just quit. I mean, isn't that pretty obvious from the outcomes of the games? I mean, that place is a disaster. I'm curious to see if Drury gets canned, if Laviolette gets canned, if there's any big trades. I mean, they're basically in just complete meltdown mode at the moment. Frank, Devils fan base small but passionate. I agree with that. But when people say, why are your numbers low? I would, not to make excuses, but I would say there's just not nearly the amount of Devils fans as there are fans of other teams. It is what it is. Danny, and now that teams plans for Hall, it's a sign of how deep they are. He's not running wild, but it's freeing up to Stefan Nasons and others, I think. No, Hall is a scrappy dude. You need guys like Halla. Hopefully he could step it up a little bit in the playoffs if he's still here. I think he will be. But, there is more than just production. Not everyone's going to light up the score sheet. Not everybody on a team is going to have a better points total than the year before. It's just not possible. Jared Barnes, Legion of Doomers, got to copyright that. Max, Ace, now that we are pretty good and exciting to watch, do you think there's any possibility we get the Winter Classic versus the Rags? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely there's a chance. That Devils Rangers, by all accounts, the Stadium Series game at MetLife the first one at Yankee Stadium was a pretty big success. And then last year, the MetLife game against the Flyers, I think they all did pretty good numbers, made a good amount of money. And I don't think the Rangers are nearly as bad as they are right now. I do think with a couple tweaks, as long as they still have Shesterkin, they'll be right back kind of in the mix. Devils Rangers Winter Classic at MetLife would be phenomenal business. I heard a rumor a few months back that was getting looked at. I would love to see it. I appreciate the Stadium Series as well, but there would be something special about getting the Winter Classic, which is, the main outdoor game. That would be awesome to get for the Devils. But if not, I'll take another Stadium Series. I just hope we get, at least 2 or 3 more outdoor games during the Hughes era. Would be nice. I meant like getting into fisticuffs. Oh, dude, Jared, I can't get arrested, bro. I try to keep my nose clean. Listen, I don't start fights. I'd certainly finish them, but a lot of times, for most teams, people are pretty tame at the Rock. You see the random drunkards and stuff, but I'm trying to keep my nose clean. Max, we don't like rag sloppy seconds. I would take Patrick Kane in a heartbeat, man. Patrick Kane is a legend and an American legend. I don't care that he played for the Rangers for 5 minutes. Sign me up. Turco Media Corp. Oh, my man, Brian. Happy New Year, tough guy. Happy New Year to you, Brian. I hope you're doing something exciting tonight. I hope you're doing something exciting tonight. I hope you have the Ric Flair costume on. And I hope to see you at the Rock very soon. Guess it can't be that soon because we're away for a while. But, oh, man, Brian, funny stuff. But Happy New Year, Brian. Cheers to you. I have my little shot glass cup on the necklace there. Alex, here late. Can't wait for the potential fight and Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you, Alex. I'm hoping for potential fights with an S, as in plural. I want to see multiple fights. Unhinged Devs fan. Halla is my guy. I said it before. I'll say it again. I know you're a Halla supporter. I get it. I like Halla too. I'm not expecting him to score 1 million points, but hopefully a little more than we've seen. Go Boro. I'm still kind of amazed that Devils fan base is that small, though. Literally the coolest team for me. Devils got a cool-ass personality where some more popular teams see bread flavored. It's just there's so many things going on in the New York, New Jersey market that, the Rangers were established decades before the Devils got here, and so it takes generations of young people growing up as Devils fans to kind of get rid of that, or to even kind of grow the fan base, because there's tons of families that will be Ranger fans forever because they were here first. Cape Dweller, NJ Swamp Fox. I think it was Barry Melrose who said Breland is the best player in the NHL that you never heard of. Very cool. Max, that's what I said. As long as they have shit stay in the net, they can always steal wins. Yeah, I'm never counting them out. I'm not even counting them out for this year yet. SST, Ace, I love you. Ace has been great. Remember him when he had only over 300 subs and looked miserable during the Devils' miserable season. I was definitely miserable a lot of nights. I mean, it was painful to watch some of those games. Absolutely painful. Oh, no, I mean like cheering them on. Oh, I go ballistic during the fights. When they shed the mitts, I'm out of the seat and I'm rowdy. I am rowdy at the arena during those. Unfortunately, it's way too scarce nowadays. But when they happen, I definitely lose my mind. NJ Swamp Fox, my Bulldog sat passenger seat when I'd visit the East Orange White Castle. Oh, so you've been there. My buddy, Swamp Fox, my buddy from high school, used to call it Murder Burger. It'd be late at night. He'd be like, "You trying to go to Murder Burger?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll risk my life for those sliders tonight." And also, shout out to the movie Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, an underrated classic. That came out when I was in college. An unbelievable movie. But yeah, East Orange is definitely Murder Burger for sure. That's Richard Zimmerman. What's going on? That's very nice of SST. Jared Barnes, not personally getting fights. I'm a divorced dad with a bad back. Yeah, nice. Go Boro, what would you do if scientists open a portal to other universes and you had to meet Spade running with the Rangers? Who the hell's Spade? Running with the Rangers? It sounds like a nightmare. Evan, what's going on? McDermid is playing tonight. Let's go. Oh, let's go. I really hope. Paul 27, they just placed Shesterkin on IR. Rangers are done for the season. 9 should be fun. That's interesting. I mean, Quick is capable of winning games for them for sure. They're not completely sunk. It would be interesting if Quick could kind of revive the season while their big, what was he, $60-something million man is on the IR. Prime 4867, has Woodson still been dooming lately? Haven't tuned in much these last couple weeks. Maybe not as much, but he's definitely still dooming. And by dooming, I mean like, he'll give a reason why a win wasn't that good. So he'll be like, oh yeah, great. They looked good against the Hawks. Like, do it against the Panthers. He'd always give like a backhanded thing as to why the win wasn't good or why you shouldn't care that much. Danny, yeah, but 5 years ago I'd take Kane, not now. Who are you going to take off the power play? Because that's the ice time he'd get. I'm not adding a guy at his age. Love Kane too, but not now. If he's willing to take a limited role, I'm taking Kane no matter what. And you figure out where exactly he plays. But if you get a guy like that, I'm not even thinking about it. Been in the playoff battles, Cup champion, Olympic, played in Olympia. He's played in everything. If you could add a guy with that kind of experience, I'd do it. Stanley 62495, Ace, Happy New Year to you and yours, and thank you for all your hard work this past year. You're as dedicated as they come. Respect. Thank you very much, Stanley. Appreciate that. Happy New Year to you and your family as well. And hopefully we all see a massive New Jersey Devils win tonight in Anaheim. Rich Reynolds, smash the like for Ace. Cheers to all you Goombas. Oh, no, I hit the thing. Cheers to you guys. If you hit the like, I'd appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yo, Holmes, I really miss JJ's hot dog truck on Bloomfield Ave. We used to go on the way home after every game. The dirty water dogs. Not much like it. Not much like it at all. JJ's classic. Cape Dweller, I saw the security guard threaten to shoot a guy at the Hasbrook Heights White Castle years ago. Seems like White Castle is a place where shit goes down. Apparently. If you had to meet your alternate universe self, I mean, oh boy, if I was ever a Ranger fan in an alternate universe, I'd be very upset. Frank, I just go to Clark White Diamond, Oklahoma onion burgers. I've been meaning to try that forever. I've been hearing about it forever. Still haven't made it there. I got to go one day. Unhinged Devs fan, Harold and Kumar, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being extreme and 10 being extremely extreme, I give this YouTube channel a 9.5, dude. I'll take it. I appreciate that. Thank you, Unhinged Devs fan. I will gladly take it. John, is the White Castle on Bloomfield Ave in Verona still there? Oh, no, John. That thing's been closed for, shit, I'm going to say like 20 years. I want to say that's about 20 years. Oh, Danny, you're crazy. Absolutely not, Danny. Your boy got a little bit of the congestion cold situation. Definitely not that. Get your mind out of the gutter. I just keep it at the shots. None of that stuff for me. Thirst for War. Didn't he just sign that deal? Yeah, Igor just signed for a crazy payday. It is what it is. I enjoy watching them struggle. Max, God, being up in Boston, missing out on the live action sucks. You don't are you not able to get any of the games, Max? With all the apps and stuff, if there's a will, there's a way. One fond memory of The Rock. Ever had the buttercream Mrs. Fields sandwich cookies? I have not. Kane on the third line. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Thirst for War. I'm not saying Kane's going to be a top 6 guy, but imagine a guy like Patrick Kane being glad to play a third line center role. I would even try him. There's so many different things you could do. If you put him on Jack's wing, I mean, listen, not full time, but I would tinker with a lot of stuff. But obviously, you'd have to sign up for being a bottom 6 guy, and maybe you situationally throw him out there with Jack and some other guys and try to really overload. Yo, Holmes, that Verona White Castle was the real murder burger. People go into a fight one night and a dude hit another dude over the head with a golf club and killed him. Closed that up years ago. Wow, I didn't even know that story. A golf club murder. Tom says Kane is cheeks, too slow to play with the speed required. Okay. Richard, Happy New Year's, Ace. Happy New Year's to all those Devils fans out here. Are we not entertained this year? Well, let's keep that heavier, edgier, more violent attitude for the new year. Let's go Devils. Cheers all. Cheers to you, Richard. Max, 77 viewers, only 43 likes week. Well, thank you for pointing that out, Max. Hit the thumbs up for your boy, please. In the spirit of New Year's. Prime 4867, Joe Stalgia, next feature, never. We've discussed this already. We can do better. I think they can, Max. Danny, third line okay, but again, who are you taking off the power play? He ain't coming to ride third line in Jersey, and that's it. Sorry. Well, if he values playing in the playoffs and trying to win a cup, he might. And I don't think you'd have to. You could give him some power play 2 time. There's plenty of chances to go around. Ryan Johnson, your boy bought some Dirty Devil vodka. Going to try it tonight. Nice. Very smooth. Very smooth. Rutgers 62-92. As I watched us play Carolina this past week, and I had to ponder, could we take this team in a 7-game series this year? I feel like we definitely have a better shot than 2023. Agree or disagree? Rutgers 62-92. Definitely agree. We have a way better chance, but it would still scare the ever-living shit out of me just because they have had our number for so long. They have so many veterans. They're a battle-tested group. I do believe we could beat them in the playoffs, and I do believe this team, as I've said from the summer, after the acquisitions Fitz made, I do believe this team is much better than last year's team, but playing the Hurricanes in the playoffs will always scare me no matter what, unfortunately. Max, I'm saying seeing the games in person, I watch every game. Got it. How far away are you from TD Garden, Max? Are you close by to there? For when they don't go there till like April or something. It's kind of lame. Let's go Devils 95, 2000, 2003. Imagine a line of Kane, Jack, and Bratt. That'd be pretty lethal. Pretty lethal. Yo, Ace, when one gets to Newark Penn Station, where's the first destination someone should take the NJ Transit or NEC? I think it's called. Yeah, it's the Northeast Corridor. If are you talking about on a game day or just in general? Thoughts on the theme nights this year? The same as usual. They're weak and pathetic. What theme nights even were there? The promos are trash. There's a handful of giveaways. Very weak year for giveaways. Yeah, I mean, I'm not entertained by the theme nights or impressed. There's so much more that could have been done. Obviously, I love the Ring of Honor. We're gonna see my boy Jacques Lemaire go in the Ring of Honor soon. But outside of that, I mean, I don't even remember what other theme nights there really are. It's just a bunch of random nothing really substantial in my opinion. Just a bunch of kind of, we're going to honor this group or whatever. I don't know. I wish they had more, relevant theme nights, but it is what it is. Richard Zimmer, my man, with the super chat. Ace, let's give away a Dilly photo. Okay. All right. Very much appreciated. Richard is sponsoring he sponsored a hat the other day, and now he is sponsoring a Brendan Dillon photo. Give me 1 second here. Let me just see where we're at. Hold on. Let me get my pad. I'll be right back. Thank you very much, Richard. We are going to do a Brendan Dillon photo giveaway. Let me see. Do you have a specific one you want to do, Richard? I'll be right back. I got to get my pad. I'll be right back. All right, let me see. I got the pad. Hold on, let me just pull up the website here. Let me pull. All right, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab the actual photo. I'll do. Unless Richard has one, but if not. All right, hold on. Let me go grab a photo. Bear with me, folks. I'm digging out the photo. I'll be back in a second. Ow! Oh, it's a mess down here. The studio's in disarray. I'm trying to find the Dilly photos. All right. All right. The latest contest giveaway sponsored by Richard Zimmer. Thank you very much, Richard. We are going to give away a Brendan Dillon beautiful 11x14 signed photo fighting Alex Tuck in that Stadium Series game with the inscription, obviously the channel motto, and that was given to us by Tom Fitzgerald. Heavier, edgier, more violent, Brendan Dillon punching Alex Tuck in the face. We have 82 folks in here right now, so we're going to do the same thing. I am going to write a number on this pad. I am going to write a number on this pad between 1 and 100. And whoever gets it correct, the numbers on the pad here, enter your guesses now. I'll give you guys a couple minutes. The official, it's done. It's on the pad. Get your guesses in. The winner will receive, guess a number 1 to 100. The winner will receive the Brendan Dillon signed photo, courtesy of Richard Zimmer. Thank you, Richard. And now let me see. I'm going to do a couple more comments, and I'll get to these guesses. Where's James C? I like the Marvel comic book one a few years ago, but totally agree. Weak theme nights recently. Yeah, terrible. They've been terrible. Jay Snow, I wouldn't want to touch Kane. The Devils need another gritty guy who's going to forecheck and win board battles. I agree that I would place an emphasis on that, but when you have a chance to get a guy like Patrick Kane, I think I just have to jump on it just because he's such a legend. He's been there before. I don't see how you don't get him if you can. Traveling Devil, they announced what game the Ring of Honor will be. Yep, Jacques Lemaire is going into the Ring of Honor January 22nd before the Bruins game. Dylan was such a great pickup. I agree. Yo Holmes, love him. He's a throwback guy. Super nice guy as well. I talked to him for several minutes about a month or so ago. Go Boro, love Dilly. Feels like an old school Devil. Absolutely. He has the old school throwback. Everything about him, his aura, the way he talks, just the way he thinks the game. Love me some Dilly. Wish we had another couple guys like him. NJ essentially swapped Colin Miller for Dylan. Jay Snow, Richard Zimmer, MVP, says Zach. Jay Snow, how about a Dougie Blast? Haven't had one in a while. That'd be nice. All right, here we go. The guesses are coming in. The guesses are coming in. And this one, well, I want everyone to have a chance. Oh, my God. These are coming in fast and furious. All right. Are you guys guessing more than once at this point? It's impossible for me to police this. Hold on. We're going to have to do a playoff. I think we have multiple people who hit it. And it's not fair to do first one to guess it. Because on the first guess, everyone's got to get a chance. I love how some people don't pay attention and like, what's going on with the numbers? Eventually, people are just going to, after a while, after enough of these things, eventually people are just going to realize what's going on. And they're like, oh shit, I better throw a number out there. All right. If you haven't guessed, I think everyone guessed multiple times. So I'm going to give it 10 more seconds, and then I'm going to have to do a playoff. The only fair way to do it. All right. Guess hour is over. The guess hour is over, and we're gonna have to do a playoff here. So the winning number. Some people are smart. Some of you guys are catching on to me. The winning number was 23, and we had 3 correct answers or guesses rather. Zach W, Marshall, and Yo Holmes all guessed number 23. All guessed 23. Zach W, Marshall, and Yo Holmes. So now I will let the 3 gentlemen, I believe they're gentlemen, I will let you guys decide. So the 3 of you, I need you to type in the chat. This is for Zach W, Marshall, and Yo Holmes. Do you 3 want to guess a number again, and I could do whoever's closest? Or do you want me to do a trivia question? First person to type the answer wins. Those are the options, I think. Either another number and whoever's closest, or a trivia question and the first person to type the answer. Marshall says number. Okay, now we need a majority. Yo Holmes says trivia. Oh man, Marshall. Who hasn't voted? Zach is the swing vote. Oh baby, in a vote of 2-1. No, stop typing stuff in the chat if you're not one of the 3 people I said. Now you're messing me up. I've had a couple of drinks. Now I got to go back to the list. The only people whose thoughts matter here are the 3 guys left: Zach W, Marshall, and Yo Holmes. Marshall said number. Okay. Yo Holmes said trivia. Marshall said number. Yo Holmes said trivia. And Zach W said trivia. So trivia it is. 2 of the 3 asked for the trivia. And I guess trivia it's going to have to be. Let me think about this. And now I hope you all can all 3 of you confirm you all answered very close, but I want to make sure that you're all near the computer paying attention. So Yo Holmes, Marshall, and Zach W, please just put ready. Put the word ready in the chat so I know you are paying attention and ready to answer, because this is now speed is going to be an element here. Speed matters. For the initial numbers, that doesn't matter. But now it's whoever is the first one to answer correctly wins. I'm trying to think of a good one. All right. All right. All right. All the combatants are ready. Get your little fingers ready. Get your little fingers ready. No one else answer, please. Can we have this be a respectable contest? We have 3 combatants left in the running for the Dylan sign photo, courtesy of Richard Zimmer and his generous donation to sponsor the contest. So we now have Zach W, Marshall, and Yo Holmes with the trivia question to determine the winner of the photo. And the trivia question is simple. The trivia question is, hope you boys are ready. The trivia question is, how many fighting majors does Curtis McDermid have this season for your New Jersey Devils? And now I don't know how to rule on this. I'm a little disappointed. I don't know. I feel like you could only guess once. I feel like that's fair, right? You could only guess once. I feel like you should only be able to guess once. Yo Holmes went 5, Zach went 50, and Marshall went 4, which all are incorrect. All are incorrect answers. The answer is 3. The answer is 3, which Yo Holmes wrote the second time, but I feel like that's not fair. The 3 fights were he fought Johnston on the Ducks, which was a pretty good bout. Mayfield on the Islanders in that crazy game. And then he fought, what's his head? Gadjevich on the Panthers. And so I guess now, tell me when the combatants, Yo Holmes, Zach, and Marshall, tell me when you're ready again. And now I'm going to have to come up with another trivia question. Oh, Louie, come on. It can't be whoever's closest. It's got to be settled by trivia. 2 of the 3 guys in the contest said they wanted trivia. Google says 4. If you give me a 4th name and I was wrong, then I'll honor it. I only thought there was 3. And I double checked his fight card just now. And I have the 3 fights being Gadjevich, Johnston, and Mayfield. If I missed one and there's 4, you certainly will be the winner. Can you give me can anyone prove that there was a 4th? Okay, so there was only 3. All right, Marshall. All right. Cape Dweller, what do you want from me? I don't want to dictate all the rules of the contest. If 2 of the 3 people want it to be a trivia, I feel like it's only fair to give them trivia. This is not Vietnam. This is bowling. There are rules. Unhinged fan, Walter Sobchak would definitely agree with you that there is rules. All right. I got to wrap this up because the pre-game's coming on. It's a league game, Smoke. So who's left in here? Zach, Marshall, and Yo Holmes. Please tell me you're ready. And I also want to know, because I don't want to give someone an unfair advantage, are all of you longtime Devils fans? I forget. I know Yo Holmes is. Marshall and Zach, are you guys longtime Devils fans? Zach, are you a longtime Devils fan? Like years? Marshall, you're a longtime fan, like years and years? Because I don't want to ask an old trivia if you're a newer fan. That's not fair to newer fans if one of you are a newer fan. I want to make sure that I'm trying to keep it as fair as possible. Okay. No, I got to keep it current. Because, boy. All right, guys. Are you all ready? Are you boys ready? The final question. One of you better get this right. Marshall, Zach, and Yo Holmes. Are you guys ready? They might be Googling it, Epic Bite, but what am I going to do? The trivia question to decide the photo. The winner of the photo. I hope Yo Holmes is ready. He hasn't said anything in a while. All right, the boys are all ready. For the winner of the photo, the first person to correctly type in the chat. How many goals does Brendan Dillon have this season? How many goals does Brendan Dillon have this season? First one in the chat wins. Wow, they really are looking it up. My God, whoever said they're looking, and the winner is Zach. Zach is the winner, and Epic Bite, they Googling this stuff anyway. I think you might be right. The struggle is real. Zach is the winner. Zach is the winner with 2 goals. Brendan Dillon has 2 goals on the season. Has 2 goals on the year. Zach is the winner. Yeah, wow. Congratulations to Zach. Thank you, Richard, for sponsoring. Zach, email me your info, and this will go out on the 2nd. On the 2nd, along with I'll be sending out SST's hat, even though he told me to keep it and called me an expletive. I'll be sending his hat out as well. I think we should do a shot before we leave, guys. Cheers to all of you. I have a shot necklace. I can't let that go to waste. This guy, complete guess. You're telling me to F off. Come on, Zach. That's not nice. That's not very nice. Losers have to go to EO White Castle without armed guards. I mean, it's scary out there at night. Excellent. Happy New Year's again. Ace, Richard, excellent job paying attention. Honest question, who really watches the pregame anymore? It is just a big gambling ad now. It kind of is, but it's just part of my tradition, man. I just like to watch it. I'm going to do a shot for the road here before I watch the pregame. We're going with the Fireball. This is a shot of college kids, grandparents. I never seen anybody not want a Fireball shot. So I will pour it into my necklace here. Cheers to all of you. I can't really do a real cheers because this necklace is only so long. Richard says you're more than welcome. It's a recap of the loss. Fireball's ass. I mean, you should have repeated the question twice. By then, they could have looked it up. David. Honest question. How many girlfriends does Hughes really have? It's a good question. I wouldn't know the answer to that. Let's go Devils. Let's go Mac. Cheers. All right. Thank you all for joining the pregame live. Thank you to Richard for sponsoring the Dilly signed photo giveaway. And I will be back with the post-game live to ring in the new year with the rest of you who did not feel the need to go out in public and get intoxicated. And you'd rather get intoxicated watching the New Jersey Devils in the comfort of your own home. That is where I am at in my old age. I will see you all later. Cheers to all of you. And hoping for a big Devils win. I'll be back. See you, some of you in the post game. Thanks to Richard. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully we're celebrating a win. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Until after the game tonight, my friends, let's go Devils.